Hello and welcome to my Pikmin timeline video. Thanks so much for the support on my Pikmin 4 leak video. I had a feeling that I would kind of do well. It was kind of step one in my plan to at least cover Pikmin and like expand my channel. But for now, let's talk about my Pikmin timeline video. My Pikmin timeline, but actually, well, if you do want more Pikmin 4 leaks, don't expect me to cover like any of the bigger ones, because I'm pretty sure there's another massive Pikmin 4 leak that like covers the final boss in like every single cave. And I don't want to go anywhere near that. I'm okay with being spoiled on like stuff like well, I don't really want to spoil anyone, but I'm okay with being spoiled on like returning enemies and stuff like that, but any new things like the final boss, no. If you are curious on those Pikmin 4 leaks, you can always check out my friend's video, ChrispyTV. He made a video covering the Pikmin 4 leaks, and I don't think it's like as expansive and like covers everything about the leaks, like what the video I made covering the previous leak. But if you do want more Pikmin 4 leaks and information, you can go to ChrispyTV. He is doing a playthrough of Pikmin 2 currently, but for now, like I said, the Pikmin timeline video. Okay, at the start of Pikmin 1, Olimar crashes on an unknown planet, PNF 404, and has 30 days to survive and find 30 of his missing ship parts. I'm gonna take a break and get some water. This is gonna be pretty long. Yeah, this is gonna be a long ride. But for now, okay, so Olimar finds an onion that spits out a Pikmin seed, and Olimar plucks, studies, and documents the Pikmin's behavior and differences between types. Okay, so this is the good ending. Olimar, with the help of the Pikmin, restores the SS Dolphin and escapes PNF 404. And just in case Pikmin 4 is on the bad ending and does not take place after Pikmin 3 Deluxe or whatever, but I do think Pikmin 4 comes after the trilogy, because I think in like some sort of flashback or whatever, playable flashback, Olimar like brings up the events of the first two games, and like Louie and the Copites or whatever, mostly Louie. So the bad ending of Pikmin 1 might be canon to 4 and be a split timeline, or Pikmin 4 does take place after 3. So the bad ending, Olimar fails and can't escape, dying on the planet, and the Pikmin bring him to the onion, creating Olimin. Okay, so this is Pikmin 2. Olimar returns to Hocotate Fright after escaping from the planet PNF 404, only to learn that the company is in debt and must sell the SS Dolphin to pay off some of the debt. But they also learn that the objects found on the planet are worth a lot of Pocos, so the company president sends Olimar and Louie back to the planet to look for treasure to pay off the rest of the debt. Olimar and Louie, with the help of the Pikmin, collect enough treasure to pay back the debt and head home, but Olimar accidentally leaves Louie behind, so Olimar and the president go back to the planet to look for Louie and collect more treasure to get rich. Olimar and the president collect more treasure and rescue Louie from the Titan Dweevil, who may or may not be under Louie's control, and they return back to Hocotate. Time for another water break. Yes. Talk for so long and then your mouth just becomes so dry. Okay, so Pikmin 3. On the planet Kopai, a booming population and lack of planning causes the planet to run low on food. So the Kopaites send out sparrows to look for fruits. The only type of food that Kopaites eat, they only eat fruits. So they send out sparrows to look for fruits on other planets. And they find a single planet they call PNF 404 that shows positive results. Hocotate Fright wants to buy back the SS Dolphin, but goes into debt again, trying to buy it back. So the president sends Olimar and Louie back to PNF 404 to collect more treasure to get out of debt again. But Olimar and Louie crash land and get stranded on PNF 404. The Kopaites send out 3 explorers, Alf, Brittany, and Charlie, to PNF 404 on the SS Drake to gather fruits and collect their seeds to grow on onto Kopai. But when entering the planet's atmosphere, something goes wrong with the ship, and everyone is ejected from the SS Drake. Alf, with the help of the Pikmin, reunites with the SS Drake and uses the SS Drake to reunite with Brittany, Charlie, and collect even more fruits. But they learn that the cosmic drive key is missing and that Olimar has it in one of the data files that he left behind. Well, Olimar has it. They learn that Olimar has it in one of the data files that he left behind. So that they know that Olimar has it. And without the cosmic drive key, they are stuck on PNF 404, unable to reach the light speed needed to make it back home. Another water break. The 3 explorers pick up Louie's signal, thinking that he is Captain Olimar. So they go to his location only to find him unconscious, so they bring him back to the SS Dolphin and wait for him to wake up, but when he does, he steals all their food and runs away. Along with a rubber duck. The captain's rubber duck. Once the 3 explorers track down Louie, tie him up, and reclaim their food, Louie says that he is not Olimar and tells the Kopaites the location of the real Olimar. The 3 explorers go to find him, only to find the Plasm Wraith guarding him. And after the explorers grab Olimar, the Wraith begins chasing after Olimar, with Brittany guiding the Pikmin carrying Olimar out of the formidable oak, and Alf and Charlie making the path out for Brittany. The Plasm Wraith swallows Olimar, and the 3 explorers fight it with their Pikmin to rescue Olimar, and after being rescued and waking up, Olimar gives the cosmic drive key back to the Kopaites, and the Kopaites give Olimar and Louie a ride home back to Hocotate on their way back to Kopai. So that might seem like it's the end because Pikmin 3 is like the last game. But there's more. There's Olimar's Assignment, which is like a bonus for Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and Hey Pikmin, which may or may not be canon, as you can see here. The company president, mad that Olimar and Louie did not return with the freight ship, sends them back to PNF 404 to rebuild the Hocotate freight ship that crashed. Olimar and Louie repair the Hocotate freight ship and fly back to Hocotate. Yeah, not very eventful, is it? But for, Hey Pikmin, which may or may not be canon, Olimar crash lands on another unknown planet. I do not think it's PNF 404. A lot of things say that it is not PNF 404. Crash lands on another unknown planet and needs to refuel the SS Dolphin with 30,000 sparklium. And Olimar also needs to find the missing sparklium converter. But also discovers that this planet has Pikmin as well. Olimar collects the 30,000 sparklium and finds the missing sparklium converter and escapes. Also not very eventful, but for Pikmin 4, we got some information on Pikmin 4. Olimar crashes the SS Dolphin on PNF 404 and finds Pikmin and a pup named Moss. A pup he names Moss. And they help repair his ship, so he uses the interstellar radio to send an SOS signal. Well, repair parts of his ship. So he uses the interstellar radio to send an SOS signal? Yeah, okay. Something happens to Olimar. We're not sure what. Does his life support runs out? Does he run out of breathable air? Does a creature come and murder him? We don't know. But something happens to Olimar, and he becomes like an Oliman. At least that's what we think. The Rescue Corp and other civilians pick up the SOS signal, and end up stranded on PNF 404, trying to find Olimar or, gather treasure or do something on the planet. So the Rescue Corp sends you, a customizable avatar, to rescue the Rescue Corp on PNF 404, Olimar, and any civilian castaways you find, and to refuel the Rescue Corp's ship with sparklium. And that's about all the information we really have on Pikmin 4's story. But I do have some other important plot points that I need to share with you. So, the co-pilots, from Pikmin 3, they breathe oxygen, which is the same, which is also on, PNF 404, but PNF 404 has, much more oxygen, than on co-pilot. So, if the, co-pilot... So, breathing the oxygen on PNF 404 will make the co-pilots massive, if their spacesuits do not regulate the amount of oxygen, they take in. Which, I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how air works and breathing it in works, but sure. If that's how it works in Pikmin, then that's how it works in Pikmin. Also, I brought this up earlier, but Captain Charlie has a rubber duck. He had many missions with many rescue missions with the rubber duck that happened before Pikmin 3. This isn't very important, but it is kind of important to know why there's a rubber duck in the SS Drake. It's because Captain Charlie decided to bring the rubber duck with him after rescuing the rubber duck from so many Operation Rescue Rubber Duck missions. So, and those rescue missions are the reasons why and those rescue rubber duck those Operation Rescue Rubber Duck missions are the reason why the co-pilots decided to send Captain Charlie as one of the 3 explorers to PNF 404 because of his successful Rescue Rubber Duck missions. Now, this is a massive plot point. Because I said earlier that the co-pilots breathe oxygen, so the SS Drake must have some oxygen in it for them to breathe when they have, their space helmets off and stuff. But Louis also has his helmet off when in the SS Drake. So that's, pretty important. So, we know that oxygen is poisonous to Hockatations, and Louis is a Hockatation. So, how is he able to breathe in the SS Drake and not to die? We don't know. Another reason why Louis is a mystery and an anomaly. And, another reason why Louis is an anomaly. In Pikmin 2, you're able to spend, like, an infinite amount of days, like, on, PNF 404 because there's no, like, day limit. There's a time limit for, like, that, but there isn't an amount of, but you're not limited in the amount of, but you're not limited in the amount of days you're able to spend on the planet. So when you leave Louis behind, you're able to, like, leave him for an infinite amount of time. How is Louis, like, not a rotting corpse when like, on day 100? Because by then he should have no food, and his, like, air tanks should have, like, ran out, and he would have died to the poisonous oxygen. But then again, if Louis is able to breathe on the SS Drake, then apparently I guess he's fine with breathing oxygen. I don't know, maybe it would have made him massive like the Copites, but I don't know. And another reason, in Pikmin 3, we know that Olimar and Louis were stranded on PNF 404, which means they weren't able to go back to Holcatate to, like, refill air and, like, get more food and stuff like that. And you're able to spend 99 days if you gather all the fruits in Pikmin 3. So that means you can spend, Olimar has to, at a minimum, Olimar, well, not at a minimum, but Olimar is capable of spending 98 days on PNF 404, which is way longer than in Pikmin 1, and he still doesn't die. I mean, he's unconscious during most of it, and his, like, spacesuit is in, like, life support mode and stuff. But he should still be dead. I don't know, maybe the president decided to give Olimar, like, some sort of device that converts oxygen into breathable air. I don't know. But that wouldn't explain how Louis is able to breathe in, the SS Drake, because he has his helmet off. So, yeah. That's some pretty important and confusing plot points. I wonder, they better explain how Louis is able to breathe in the SS Drake at least, because that is a major point in the story, kind of. Well, that's the Pikmin timeline and, some other major plot points that I've, noted. So, yeah, if you want to see those Pikmin 4 leaks, you can go and watch, ChrispyTV's video on it. So, for now, this is goodbye. I'll see you guys next time.